This bloke, iconic in our youth. Watching this guy carve up. Joining us now, 4-time premiership winner. He's in that rare club, Brian. So at Accor Stadium on Sunday, there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser, but one person's going to leave that big crowd who has pressure, some eat it, some get eaten by it, who has handled the big stage. Could you imagine that? Winning a premiership and then coming off with that medal around your neck, the Clive Churchill medal. Well, in 1992, this man did exactly that. A legend not just in Queensland, but in the world of rugby league. 6 more songs. Our very own Alfie Langer. Welcome to the Run Home with Joel and Fletch. G'day, Alf.
Hello, guys. How's travelling?
I'm travelling good. Sounds like you're travelling, Alf. You're in the car. Where are you going?
Well, yeah, I'm just coming back from a cashy down the Gold Coast. Heading back to Brisbane and heading down to the Sydney Star Casino tomorrow.
I tell you what, just on that, Alf, you forget about that, right? So teams making the grand final, it is so important to former players from the cashy-wise
Correct.
statement, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like Origin for Alf, isn't it?
It is. It's that time of year, guys. You've got to cash in, and what a better way down the Gold Coast. Beautiful weather up here, but looking forward to the weather down in Sydney on the weekend.
So, Alfie, what's your role now? Are you just... I mean, we read during the year that you moved off the blue, you weren't the blue shirt anymore, but you're still involved in the Broncos?
Yes. Yeah, corporate ambassador, mate.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Very entertainment manager. But in saying that, it's just we're going to bring a lot of corporates down tomorrow evening. So we'll have a dinner tomorrow night, do the captain's run Saturday morning, take the guys out for lunch Saturday, and a rest night Saturday night, ready for the game on Sunday.
Well, how do you see it, Alf? I know you're going to be obviously hoping the Broncos get the cash, but how do you honestly see this going?
Well, they've built a lot of confidence over the last month, I'd say, the Broncos. They're going very well. Their defence has really improved, and they'll have to be at their best because the Melbourne Storm, their spine's all back in form. They're fit and healthy. So, yeah, I think we've got to match the Storm early because I know with the Melbourne Storm, they always start 100 mile an hour for that first 20 minutes. If we can match them for that first 20 to 30 minutes, I think we can come over the top of them at the end.
Well, Alf, your Broncos have quite been and you can use a horse parlance being the fact they're Broncos, the Chautauqua.
Yeah.
They've been Chautauqua, but the problem is this Melbourne Storm side, Alf, I don't believe Bellamy's ever led at halftime and lost in the final. So they've got to stay close.
Yeah, they got to stay close, and certainly, Cameron Munster, they've got a lot of big game players, and Jerome Hughes gave the other, first game back from injury. He was amazing last week, so he'll be better for the run. And then you got Harry Grant. I think since the Origin series, he's really improved since then, so they're going to be hard to beat. But as I say, Broncos, the last few games, I think that's been amazing. And the atmosphere at Suncorp Stadium last week was second to none. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Broncos supporters down there on Sunday with the ladies playing as well. So it's going to be hopefully a great day for the Broncos.
Alfie, we talk about Payne Haas and we sort of say, where does he rank? Now, there's no one better than asking you this. So you played with Lazo, who I think is the best front rower that I've seen. I didn't see Arthur play. Obviously, Arthur Beetson is probably number one. Where does Payne Haas rank up against Lazo? Because I think it's out. I think it's out of those two.
Yeah, definitely. Lazo's been great. Shane Webke was not far behind Lazo, but Payne Haas, just the way he plays. He plays 80 minutes, and even look at his last efforts against Penrith last week when he tried to he had to stop Nathan Cleary from taking the field goal, 40-metre field goal. So he's just a special player. He trains hard, he looks after himself, and he just wants to win a premiership. That's his main goal. So it's been great for the Broncos. So hopefully he goes out a winner this weekend. And certainly, I think if he plays great, and if the Broncos are to win, I think he can get the Clive Churchill medal.
So even you putting your arm around him, trying to get him into a vodka and Red Bull at about I'm going to say about 2 a.m. He didn't fall into that trap, Alf.
No, he's pretty tame in that way, but I'm sure he loves to drink now and then. I'm sure he'll have vodka Red Bull if they win on Sunday night. And it'll be 6 more songs will be gone. It'll be 8 more songs on Sunday night.
You know what? Let's. In fact, before we do that, this is an unashamed, and it relates to your '92 grand final where you got the Clive Churchill. So we have a show called Get 'Em On Side, Alf. That'll go on tonight after Fletcher's show on Fox League, and I talk about how you can get the two different sides. And what I've learned with the Melbourne Storm is they call it the tram line. So for the listeners out there, the tram lines are those that stripe 10 metres in and also 20 metres in. If you attack the Melbourne Storm from the tram lines, which is basically to shift the whole field, you can get them. But most teams go to the middle and then they've burnt their opportunity. Alf, your team back in those early 90s, you guys were specialists from shifting from those tram lines. I think they've got to channel the inner Alfie Langer sides of the early 90s to get the Storm that way.
Yeah, and I think against Melbourne, you've got to play a bit of footy and you've got to move them around. So I think I'm sure Mitchell's had a look at that, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of good football on the weekend. Hopefully it's a dry night, so it's going to be some free-flowing football played.
Okay, this is a surprise to us, Brian. He mentioned the, and I need to do it this way because I love the shock that you had. That clip's one of my favourites, Alf, where who wants 6 more songs and they go up and then you go into that little shock phase. I love that.
Alfie. Here we go.
Do we want 6 more songs?
Alfie, why was it 6? Why did you pick that particular number?
Well, it was just that time of night, mate, and no one really wanted to go home. So if we got another 6 more songs in, I knew we'd get another 6 more vodka Red Bulls in as well.
Mate, honestly, when they roar and then your shock result, that's the funniest thing. I think it's so great. But, folks, we've got an exclusive here.
Yes.
We've got an exclusive here on the Sports Entertainment Network, and we're about to fire the Ian SEN right up. Alfie Langer has provided direct to the tourist those 6 more songs, what he would have chosen. So one by one, tourist.
Is it in any order? Is this ranked?
Is it any order, tourist?
This is in order. We'll start from 6.
Okay, let's do this.
They're in order, and then we finish with the main one at the last one, which you
Okay. Well, listeners, we're hearing this for the first time as well.
Yep.
Tourist, please give us the first gift.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Sweet Caroline, Brian. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. I can see Alf.
They're all songs that we get the crowd involved in as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 5.
Oh, yes.
Tourist, you would have loved this. Number 4, please, Tourist.
Oh, Billy Joel.
Yes. I can't knock any of these so far.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's a tick from
I've
me.
got a challenge for both of you men.
Yeah.
Alfie, in that beautiful song that you got there, who was the real estate novelist?
He was a friend of mine.
He never had time for his wife.
No. Well, he was chatting with Davey, who's still in the Navy.
Paul.
Paul.
There you go.
Paul's a real estate novelist.
Place where I'd rather be.
Okay, so what do you got to go?
Number
2?
3.
Number 3.
And now the end is near,
Frank.
and so I
Big Frankie, brighter, blue eyes.
Now, I don't know the number 2 or number 1, but would there be a Chevy going near a levee?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
Not really.
Number 2.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Yes, Alf.
Hey, this is the one where I was at the Normanby dancing on the table.
In your Reggies?
Yeah, and the beautiful bonds.
All right, okay.
I thought you had the construction helmet on with a dirty big mo.
So you've got 1 coin, or back in the day, a quarter, and the publican saying, Alf, I've given you 5 songs. You got 1 more song.
Okay.
What is it, tourist?
Because you did. Alf, do you still get royalties from this song? Is that why you're pushing it?
Well, I remember back in '92 when I was leaving a hotel, she said, "You were simply the best."
Hey, Alf, if the Broncos get this done, you've got to leverage off this, doesn't he, Brian? And we need the Alfie special CD where we've got these 6 songs. It's
like
called
Ray
6 More
does.
Songs.
Like
Yes, Ray does it.
Ray does it. So we need the Alfie, have you ever thought about doing that? And we can have the picture of you and your Reggies on the front of the CD.
Well, I haven't thought about it, but now you think about it, it might be worth doing.
Well, weren't you on the stage at the musical, were you, for Tina Turner?
Sorry, mate.
The Tina Turner musical, weren't you on the stage there, Alf?
Yes, I did have a sing with Tina in Brisbane, so it's, my voice wasn't great, but I was up there.
Now, we've got a text through. Who does this gentleman saying? Boys, I'm going on a kangaroo tour with Alfie and Belch. Can you ask Alfie what we're in for? This is from Jim. What's happening, Alfie?
Yes, we got 16 days of fun. That's what he's in for. So bring his drinking shoes.
Okay. And you and Badge. Anyone else?
No, just myself and Badge. We got 43 members for the tour, so looking forward to it. So we head to the 3 tests, Wembley, London for a few days, up to Bath, Chester, back to Everton for the second test in Liverpool. Bit of an old boys game in Warrington. We're going to have a bit of a old boys day there, so we take them for a bit of a drink in Warrington, and then off to Scotland for a few days, back to Leeds for the final test.
Oh, nice.
So it should be a wonderful time.
Alfie, before we let you go, I need to know who's your Clive. Who's going to get the Clive?
I'm going to go with Payne Haas, mate. I think we've got to match Melbourne in the forwards, and if we are, and I'm sure he's going to be up there.
All right.
Hey, Alf, excluding Payne Haas, and you know these boys well, really, really well, and you've been along the journey the whole way for pretty much all of them.
Yep.
Payne Haas aside, you've already picked him as your choice. Is there a player who you'd love to see win it?
I'd love to see Katoni Staggs. I just think he's been pretty consistent over the last few years, and certainly when he's at his best and when he's charging and defending strong, I think he's one of the leaders for the Broncos that could inspire them to a victory.
The famous story goes, is this a true story or not, when the 2015 grand final, and obviously Benny Hunt was having a rough time, it'd be nice to see him turn it around on the big stage as well. On the plane, you're handing out some beers. Is that how the story goes, Alf? And you tried to lighten the mood with Benny?
Yes, threw under him and he dropped it as well. So it wasn't a good start to the day. So for his sake, and it's so disappointing. It should never got to that stage of the game, I thought. But in saying that, it'd be great for Benny to go out and win win a grand final for the Broncos and get over them that bad year of 2015.
Yes, it's 10 years ago.
What about, just before you go, Alf, and we appreciate your time, mate. You've been so busy at this stage of the year, naturally.
That's all good.
The Stefano comments, how's that been received up north?
Mate, that's all part and parcel of the game, mate. But you just got to go out and play football and let your football do the talking.
Beautiful, mate. Well, enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a profitable one for you no matter what. And it's going to be some game, the Broncos and the Melbourne Storm. And thanks for sharing On Debut, the album.
6 more songs.
6 more songs.
Yeah, because I was thinking, Alf, you would have had American Pie there.
Well, that gets you to stay there longer.
Yeah, it does. It goes.
Yeah, well, we can throw that in if we win the grand final this weekend.
That'll be part of the 7.
Right. Alf, can you do me a favour? If we see a clip getting around with you saying 6 more songs, I need to see that shock response from you again, okay?
Okay. I can do that, mate. Not your problem.
Folks, we're just being joined by the great Alfie Langer. Thanks for joining the Run Home with Joel and Fletch, Alf.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
See you, Alfie.
What a champion.
He's one of the best.